Good day, fine people. A very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick on the Commodore 64. I'm looking at a horizontal shooter. We looked at quite a few of these recently on this system, but this one is published by Thalamus in 1988, designed by Cyberdyne Systems. I do like the music going on here. It's a 1 to 2 players. You can play simultaneous or individually if you want to, but we'll see how we get on. But basically, blast everything. What's good about this game is when you lose your life, you don't lose all your power-ups, and that's quite original because that used to happen in a lot of stuff. So look for the power-ups then. Right, I'm like a Movie white ship. The green thing ahead of me can be detached at any point. These are power-ups here. So normally it floats around with me, but by firing spacebar I can detach it and it'll just keep shooting. The green bit is indestructible, so try and use that as tactically as you can. Right, okay, let's survive. It's starting off slow-ish. I've got half a chance. Seems a little bit easier than in Full Metal Mega Blast and Katakis. Green one won't destroy. I've got to manoeuvre myself around all this structure. Any collision and I will die. If you had this game back in the day, this isn't too bad to go. If you had this game back in the day, then let me know. At the end of each level, I think there will be a boss. Kaboom! Dodgy gameplay, nincompoop Chad. It's not about expert gameplay. Let's see how you got on in your first and second go. I find this a little bit tricky. Success is just by random at the moment. Hope no one turns up behind me. Now, that's a special weapon I just let go. If you hit the fire button and hold on to it before release, you do some amazing laser thing. There's a power up there, so firing up, which is quite useful. Now remember, if we lose a life, we will keep this power up, according to the instructions anyway. Right, come on. In 2 players, 1 person can control the green thing, I think. Right, what was that? I think that was just more energy, or did I get a shield there? Not sure. Making good progress on my first go. Down the bottom there you can see my lives left over. Right, come on, let's get through here. Scrolling is quite good. I like the star background. It's like some of the stars are moving at different distances, so a small bit of parallax there. As a newbie, I think this is fairly kind. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get on this go, but I think with a bit of practice I would have got quite a bit further in. Maybe I would have completed level 1. So a nice horizontal scroller shooter, gentler than a lot of them, like R-Type there. Less power-ups available than in Full Metal Mega Blaster. Check out that review. So that game is more exciting, one has to be said, but the presentation of this one is rather cool. So stars starting off as blue. Keep an eye on them to see when they're going to change colour. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. So let me know what your strategy is with this game. Do you detach the green ship straight away, or do you keep it with you at all times? Now this time I've kept it in the middle. Let's see if that's any advantage. And I'll try and keep out the way. As I say, any contact with the green ship and that won't blow up. It's only the controlling ship that has bother. Right, okay. Lots of emplacements to fire at you. Put your favourite horizontal scroller below. Looks like the Commodore 64 did quite well on these. They move quite fast, smoother than the ZX Spectrum ones, it has to be said. Must be something to do with the code that it uses. Let's go. I think this game came out on the Commodore Amiga also, not quite sure, so I'll have to look at that or catch up with that one. But I think it has struggled to be as good as this, and that's me saying it because knowing how they do Amiga games, it's quite often they're underpowered, with the Commodore 64 is quite often pushed to the limit. Right, 8-bit is my favourite era of great gaming. I like 16-bit as well, but 8-bit for me is where I get the biggest nostalgia buzz. It is an age thing. So depending when you grew up, your main nostalgia buzz might be Commodore Amiga, or the 16 bits like Mega Drive as well, or you might have started off on the PlayStation 2. But this is it for me, where gaming was just getting developed. I'm moving at a heck of a speed. It was exciting times back then. Now I think sometimes if you shoot the power-ups there, they would change into another one. I don't know what these enemies are. Look like the sign on the London Underground, where they should say something across the middle about what station you're at. Anyway, maybe they've escaped, maybe they've rebelled, maybe they've gone somewhere else. Now, if you've watched this far into the video, and you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because that helps the channel grow. It's massive competition everywhere. I don't know how YouTube decides what videos to promote, but it often does promote stuff, and it certainly doesn't promote mine. So, thank you there for people that subscribe already, and huge thanks to the members keeping the thing going, because I'm sure YouTube looks at all of this, and the watch time also. We put up quite a lot of content on there, so I hope it's appreciated. I have to work as well, wish I didn't, but more members would solve that. But there we go. But don't worry, if you're a bit short of money, don't worry about being a member, because it's all about beating stress, and that's the main objective. It isn't a money hike, anything like that. So thank you very much. Enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself. It's easier than you think. Boo, boo, boo. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. And here's my ship here. I'm not sure I'm going to be in the pink too long. I'm going through here. Don't bump into the scenery. Ugh. So I'm continuing my general approach of getting gradually worse per go. Designed by Cyberdyne Systems. Weren't they the company in Terminator 2 that made the Terminator that caused the end of the world? Not sure about that. But anyway, if it is the end of the world where you are, comment in the comment section below. I think there's a guy on TikTok who claims to be from the year 2027, says there's been a big apocalypse, but doesn't actually specify what, and does videos in walking around empty streets and hospitals and all that sort of stuff. People go, is that from the future? How did you send this back in time? Sounds like a hoax to me. Anyway, who knows, if you are watching this and you also got the power of time travel from 2027 in an apocalyptic world where no one is survived apart from you, then comment in the comment section below. What's powering everything? How are you getting your hair cut? Who's, where's you getting your power from to do all this? There. Anyway, it's a human race. Will they destroy themselves? We're getting into a discussion now. As I go through trying to review this game, Armalyte, not to get confused with Marmite, that would have been a terrible game. Some people will like it, some people will not hate it. Kabiff, kaboom, let's go, go, go. Well, the Commodore 64 certainly has a colour palette of its own, like the ZX Spectrum did also. I'm a little bit unfamiliar with the BBC Micro and the Amstrad CPC, which are two other big 8-bit games. There's a lot of competition then. It's not like now everything's owned by Apple and Samsung, or PlayStation and Xbox. Yeah, they all had their own sort of feel to it. Nowadays, in the modern systems, it's pretty hard to tell by screenshots alone what system they're actually on. But this is definitely Commodore 64. It's because they have so many colours, and all systems do so many colours. These ones had their own individual colour palette, and their own individual sounds as well. Long may that continue. So I'll have a few goes of this one, give you a bit of an idea of how it is. Don't think I'm getting a great deal into the game. But that's what it's all about, seeing if you had it back in the day. This has been a good one to own. Yeah, I think I prefer it slightly to Katakis, but it's not by a great distance. All of those behaving very, very well indeed. Like the super shot you can do too. It's very impressive. So I'm going to leave my green ship ahead of me this time, see if that helps. But the enemy don't seem to be cooperating and getting in the way. Collision detection is brilliant. You can go quite close to the enemy without actually dying, so that's nice too. On other games where the collision detection isn't quite as good, they've got some sort of like an invisible black box around them. If you hit that, you die as well. It makes it very, very tricky. This hasn't got that. Good attention to details. A lot moving on the screen at the same time, doing all those special stuff. Good wave patterns involved here. So time has been taken in creating this game. It isn't a quick cash grab. Nice power-ups as you expect too. Bit of progression there. With a bit of practice, I think you've got a good chance of completing this game if you've got any skill of these horizontal scroller shooter type things. And I've died again. One last go. This is it. I'm going to complete it now. Lies down the bottom. It says free. Collect your power-ups first of all. You do that. Biff and a biff. Now comes the underground signs that have escaped from the London Underground. Marble Arch, Chancery Lane. They've all been blown up there. Pick that up. Now comes this mob. Who are they? They look like, I don't know, strange spider ships. They're rotating around like some blades. Maybe some weird TIE fighters from the Empire. Bomb, 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 ba bomb, bomb, ba bomb. That was rapid fire there. Oops, move through the middle of those. Oh, I drifted. I could have so easily moved through the middle of those. So I lost a cheap life. Now it goes on to the green section. not the greens in your supermarket. There's no rocket lettuce here, or little gem lettuce. That's my expert on lettuce. I work in a supermarket, you know. Romaine lettuce, round lettuce, iceberg lettuce. Just talk to me about lettuce, man. Right. Knock knock, who's there? Lettuce. Let us in, baby. Right, let's fire it. Elton John, he liked lettuce. He was a rocket man. There we go, that's all my information about lettuce. Rocket man. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Maybe they should play that. Can you imagine Elton John's Rocket Man playing all the way through this? No music going on apart from the title screen. We've just got sound effects, and I do prefer games with sound effects. When I used to play Lotus Turbo Street Challenge, there's some great on the Amiga. There was some great music you can have on that, but I always preferred the engine sounds. That was it for me. Take away the arcadey stuff. Well, I suppose it still was arcadey, but I just like seeing the engines. Start your engines. Right, this is my last go as we try and go through the red section. This is the furthest I got so far, so I'm ending on a comparative high, but not. Oh, the London Underground signs are back again. Forest Green. Mind the gap. Zip through the middle here. Right, so it starts firing at me, but not. Oh my god, this is good. Force fields. Is that going to work? Oh, zip through. Oh, force field come back again. Well, I hope you liked that game. It was pretty good, one of the better ones. I don't think it's the best one, but it's a pretty good one to own. I was impressed. I like the way it ran. It's quite fair, exciting in two-player, one of you controlling the other ship, or in turn. So that game was Armalyte, published by Thalamus in 1988 on the Commodore 64, designed by Cyberdyne Systems, who also called The End of the World with their Terminator program. So you've got any comments about this game, similar games, anything retro, then put that in the comment section below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself. It's easier than you think. Boo, boo, boo. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink.